Welcome, folks, to Garage Sports Ohio.
Hey, folks, we missed you. We love you.
Yeah, we do.
I'm here.
Are you?
I'm here, I promise.
I don't see
Yeah.
you.
Just like John Cena, who's trying to ruin wrestling. You can't see me either.
What's up, buddy?
You can't see me.
Oh, you're next.
I still think.
Oh,
Well done. I still think of The Rock. You can't see me. I can see you, but you can't see me.
no, but what I really meant by you're next is
Pops goes fast. Hey, all you race fans out there. It was the Great American Gateway 400 presented by Pinocchio Raceway. The race was at Long Pine, Pennsylvania. 160 laps, 400 miles. And in first place was Shane Van Gisbergen. He started first, ended up first, and he led 60 laps in first place. Wow.
bam.
Yeah. Christopher Bell. Oh, and anyway, the winner was the number 88 Chevy.
Chevy.
Yeah, we knew those Fords were found on the road. Look, all I could say is at least Ford's in NASCAR. Dodge isn't. Oh, man. Then, all right, second place was Christopher Bell. Listen to this, started 31st and ended up second.
Started 31st out of 37.
Yeah. And he led first place. He led 4 laps.
Damn.
Wow.
In a Toyota.
In a Toyota. And then third place, Chase Elliott with the number 9 Chevy. And he started 12th and ended up 3rd.
Bam.
So we got fourth place is Alex Bowman with the 48 Chevy. He started 29th and ended up 4th.
Jeez. That back of the pack came up hot.
Heck yeah,
Out of nowhere.
especially with the Chevy.
Oh, come on.
Those Fords were dead last, or the motors must have burned out on there, Chuck.
Brother. Go ahead and read your 5th place.
5th place was Michael McDowell. He started 5th and ended up 5th.
And led 2 laps.
Yes.
All right. So there was finally a Ford in 8th place.
Yeah. 8th place.
And 10th.
And 14th. And 21st.
You know, we can't win every race.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you only win one this year. And that was the Michigan 500.
We felt bad. We had to let you win one.
Win 1.
Win
We
one.
took 4 out of the top 5.
Yeah. Wow.
That's Chevy dominance.
That's what a Chevy sounds like.
Yeah,
Backfiring.
Hey,
No,
we
no,
don't know
no,
what
no,
Ford
no,
sound
no.
like because they don't come in the top 5.
Yes.
Mm,
Don't come at my Chevy like that, son.
Heck yeah.
you act like you own a ship. Oh, you do.
We do.
I own a couple Chevys. They both run.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, that's it for Pops. Oh,
All right, it's time for Nobody Cares. That's balls in holes for all you people that are new
Yep.
here.
Oh, it's my turn.
We're going to talk about the U.S. Open that happened a week ago.
U.S. Yeah.
Oh,
Chuck pushed me back
A week.
for good reasons. But it was the U.S. Open. $21.5 million on the line.
Wow.
That's bang.
That's a long
Hey, who won it last year?
DeChambeau.
Okay. Did he make the cut this year?
No,
Oh, shit.
neither
he
did Phil
didn't.
Mickelson either.
That
Yeah,
90-year-old
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Still good. Hey,
Phil Nicholson got cut,
Dude, honestly, he'd still cook me on a golf course, but
it'd still be an honor.
but
Yeah,
Roy McIlroy finished with seven period. He didn't have 7 under. It was
7 above par.
above par. Yep.
wild.
Jordan Spieth.
Man, that must have been a hard golf course. One of the hardest.
Well, when first place only gets 1 under par, JJ Spawn, round 1, 4 under, round 2, 2 over, round 3, 1 under par, round 4, 2 above par,
Wow.
finished 1 under.
That's insane.
Robert McIntyre, I wonder if he's related to Drew.
Wonder if that's even a real name.
Yeah.
What, McIntyre?
Drew McIntyre. Is that actually his name even?
Oh, I don't know.
I'll find out while you continue.
Okay,
Keep
Robert McIntyre, he finished even in round 1, 4 above par in round 2, 1 under par in 3, and 2 under par in round 4.
It's not even his real name. Andy spells McIntyre different.
Ah,
His name's Andrew Galloway the Fourth.
I could see where he got Drew McIntyre
From McLean, his middle name.
from. Andrew Drew.
Yeah, I know where he got
McIntyre?
Drew. I don't know where he got McIntyre though. Scottish heritage? I don't know.
I don't know.
But continue.
Good question.
Well,
McIntyre total was 1 above par. Victor Worland. Holland.
Hovland.
Hovland.
Oh, and Robert McIntyre's Scottish. Makes sense.
Yeah. Robert Hovland. First one, round 1,
Wait,
1
are
above.
you talking third place?
yeah.
It's Victor Hovland.
Victor Hovland. What did I say?
Robert?
Oh, I combined Robert McIntyre with Victor Hovland. Robert Hovland.
It's Victor Hovland.
Round 1, 1 above par. Round 2, 2 under par. Round 3, even. And round 4, 3 above par. And he finished with 2 above par.
And he is Norwegian.
Hell yeah.
I'm just trying to, do the things.
Carlos Ortiz tied for 4th with 2 other people. 1 above par in round 1, 2 above par in round 2, 3 under par in round 3, and then he went 3 over in round 4 and finished with a 3.
Ouch.
Hell yeah.
Ouch.
Also tied for 4th was Cameron Young. He went even round 1, 4 above par in round 2. He went 1 under par in round 3 and went even in round 4. Finished with a 3 above par. And then last one was Terrell Horton, who also tied for 4th. Said Horton. Damn it. Hatton. Round 1, above par. 3 above par. Round 2, even. Round 3, 2 under. And round 4, 2 above. And he finished with a 3 above par.
And he is from England.
Oh, England. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. I love how it goes like with golf and stuff. It's just people from all over the world coming together to play golf.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's fun.
They get to live out our dream
Yeah, they do.
of traveling around the world golfing.
Playing golf.
Yep.
Fantastic. But now it's time for my favorite segment.
Chuck's Backs.
Sounds like biasy.
There's a lot of biases. All right. So we know that the NBA and the NHL are currently, in the finals. NHL just wrapped up. We'll get into that here in a moment. But the NBA finals are continuing. Can you tell me when the last time and what city it is, right? That the NHL and the NBA finals had a representative from the same city. Not winners, but represented by the city's respective teams.
Florida?
That's not a city.
New York?
New York is a city, and no.
Miami.
That is correct as far as the teams. So yes, it was in Florida. Miami Heat and the Florida Panthers. Can you tell me when?
2023.
Nailed it.
120, yeah.
The year the Florida Panthers got beat by the Las Vegas Knights.
Mhm.
But yes, 2023, the Miami Heat were in the NBA Finals, and the Florida Panthers were in the NHL Finals.
Mhm.
And yes, the Florida Panthers play in Miami.
I wonder if they'll make it back.
What do you mean?
They've two-peated, right?
They have currently two-peated. They're not the only teams to two-peat. Actually, the last time a team two-peated against the same opponent, right, was the Oilers.
Oh, they just got their dreams crushed.
And the Florida Panthers beat them last year in the finals and this year in the finals.
Didn't the Panthers?
Both in game 6, both in Florida.
Didn't the Penguins also win twice in a row? Yeah.
Potentially. I'm not positive. Let's see.
Edmund has to be mad right now. The Oilers have to be just mad.
Yeah, the Oilers. Well, it's tough, I'm sure. I mean, you lost to the best team in hockey. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no way around it, right?
But you made it twice and couldn't beat the same team. And you don't get many chances like that.
Right? You don't get many chances in the finals, but
No, you don't.
Just like when you make it so close in 99 and 2015.
Yeah.
now he's talking about the Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
And, we haven't been back.
And yes, so the Pittsburgh Penguins repeated 90 and 91 and 91 92.
Yep.
And in 2015 16, 2016 17.
Wow.
So yeah, they two-peated twice.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. I didn't know that myself. I had thought they were repeat just in the 2000 era, not in the 90s.
Yep, they two-peated twice.
Hmm.
But I mean, absolutely. But now let's dive in. Let's talk about the Panthers and the Oilers. I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch that last game,
No, I did not.
but it was incredible. Like it was a blowout from the puck drop.
Oh yeah.
Panthers took control of that, went up 2-0 in the first period, made it 3-0 in the second period. And then in the third period, there was no goals scored until like the last 7-8 minutes when the Oilers pulled their goalie because they're down 3-0. And first goal that happened was an empty netter.
Wow.
And then the Oilers scored a goal. And then there was another empty netter.
Mm.
And then it was, let's finish this game out because it's not going good.
It didn't go good at all.
No, it did not. As a matter of fact, Sam Reinhart scored 4 goals.
Wow.
2 of which were empty netters. Got his hat trick in the third period. Absolutely wonderful performance by Reinhart.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely killed it. Beautiful job by these guys. I mean, they did things.
Right.
Is there anything better in hockey than a hat trick?
Maybe 4 goals in a game. That's probably better.
Right.
Or
Yeah, but you don't get hats for a fourth goal.
yeah, but I don't think they ever wear those hats. You don't know where those hats came from.
You don't get hats thrown on the ice. if you go above, you might as well just stay at 3.
You're not gonna catch Wayne Gretzky by settling for 3.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course, you're not gonna catch Wayne Gretzky anyway, but
Yeah.
But if you score above, you're just overachieving.
Right.
better chance of good contract.
Yeah. Better pay.
Um,
You can pay me in hats.
Man, that'd be a lot of hats.
Well, I'm gonna score a lot of hat tricks
yeah,
and
Yeah.
not go above.
buddy. If you went out on that ice, you just get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
First person that offers to drop the gloves, you're gonna get knocked out.
No, I'll fight.
There's a,
Take a slip on your skates.
Oh, I can't skate.
that's why I admire these ice skaters. There's a lot of stamina in ice skating.
Yeah, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. So after the game, they talk about the playoff MVP, and they give him his trophy, which was a Florida Panther this year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which one, but either way,
Is it the guy that scored 4 goals?
no.
Really?
No.
Mm-mm.
Big middle finger, huh?
Well, he didn't lead. He didn't even lead his team in goals in the playoffs.
What?
True.
He just happened to score 4 that night.
What a lucky duck.
Well, a lucky Panther. the
Oh,
Ducks didn't make it
There
here.
is ducks. Man, I should watch my mouth.
Yeah. But then right after that, they brought out, I believe it was Alexander Barkov. If I'm not mistaken, he's their captain. And they presented him with the Stanley Cup.
That's awesome.
And then he did a lap around the ice. And then he went back to his team. And the most beautiful thing happened. So normally, typically, you give it to your vets, right? Your older guys,
Yeah.
people who've been there before with you, and they skate around the ice
Mhm.
with the Stanley Cup, and it trickles all the way down to the guy who just got there.
Yeah.
But instead, this time, he took it over and handed it to the guy that just got here. And he did his lap. And they did it. Everybody gets a lap with the Stanley Cup. And they started with all the guys who had never been there before. And all the new guys on the Florida Panthers team this year.
Mm-hmm. That was cool.
Absolutely beautiful.
That,
And then by the end of it, by the end of their time on the ice with the Stanley Cup, there was a new dent in the Stanley Cup.
a new den, huh?
Yeah, I think somebody dropped it. I'm not positive, but there's a new dent in the Stanley Cup.
Mhm.
Do they have to give it back?
I don't know when, but I know the Stanley Cup does go back to the NHL at some point. But what happens is
They
those
Plaques?
plaques that are on the Stanley Cup and how it's grown to 3 foot.
It's huge.
Yeah, so that has every single player and coach's name on your plaque from that winning team and gets added to the trophy.
Oh wow.
I think at a certain point they fall off, but I think it's like 50 years or something like that.
Wow.
That your plaque stays on that
Wow.
trophy. It's a long time.
That is nice.
That's
Don't quote that. I'm not positive how
Makes sense.
that part works, but I know they're for a long time. So it started off as a normal size trophy.
Wow.
Now it's 3 feet tall
Damn.
because they just added all these teams to it.
You think it's
Big,
heavy?
huh?
Oh, I guarantee it's not light.
Yeah, I bet it's not light.
Actually, let's see. How heavy is the Stanley Cup?
I'm going to say 50 pounds.
34 and a half.
Wow.
Damn, I wasn't even
Whoa.
close.
Look how big that cup is.
It's almost like carrying around a keg.
Yeah, look at that thing. And if you look close, you see the
Every team that's won the Stanley Cup.
That could be every team.
Oh wow.
It's engraved, I think.
yeah. So it
No, those are plaques.
says when and everything.
Wow.
See the names of all the people.
And
It
what
doesn't look
year?
like plaques.
And what year they won?
Those look like they're engraved. I don't know.
Those do look like they're engraved. Wow. That is. They have to rebuild that every year.
So 50 years from
No,
now,
that trophy has been a standing trophy for a long time.
No, they have to regrave it every
Yeah.
year.
Re-engrave it, but it's
Wow.
just that big.
so 50 years from now, we're going to have a Statue of Liberty NHL trophy.
That's
Gonna be
More likely.
huge.
More than likely.
I mean, look at it. Look at them holding it. It's
Huge.
it's a 3-foot trophy.
Yeah, but what is it made out of? Aluminum or steel or it's got to be hollow in the middle of it, don't it?
I would assume. I mean, it's 34 pounds,
Has anybody?
so it's probably some sort of
Well,
steel.
it's got to be steel or aluminum.
Yeah.
Do you think I'd be the first person to drink beer out of the cup part?
No.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, I could almost guarantee.
Didn't they used to do that though? Drink something in that cup. Wow. Wow, they used
Drink
to.
beer with fans.
The Florida Panthers took the Stanley Cup to the bar to drink beer with the fans. Matthew Tkachuk drank beer from the Stanley Cup.
Wow.
This year,
Of course,
Well.
of course, it's a Chuck that drank out of it.
Tkachuk.
That's my favorite Chuck. Chuck.
Tkachuk.
But yes, they always drink alcohol from the Stanley Cup.
Yep.
You know who get you? The best part is, so there is a guy who his entire job is to make sure that cup's safe. Like when it's in the NHL's possession.
Right.
So that's his entire job. Everywhere he goes, that cup goes. Everywhere that cup goes, he goes.
Right.
Period. Right?
Right.
You could touch it. Like if we were near him, we'd be allowed to touch the Stanley Cup.
Mm-hmm.
What if I ran off with it?
That's not going to go very well for you.
Yeah. It's not.
He wears white gloves all the time because he doesn't want to smudge the Stanley Cup. And nobody's allowed to kiss it or drink from it except for the team that wins the cup.
Wow.
That is the honor and privilege of winning the cup.
Hmm.
Why does he wear white gloves not to smudge it when there's handprints all over it right now?
They're not his. Those prints that are on it right now belong to the people who won the cup.
What if somebody steals it and they don't have no fingerprints? Wow.
They don't need his fingerprints for that.
I know.
They just need the person who stole his fingerprints.
But what if they wear gloves?
You got to figure out how to steal it first.
Mm.
I mean, I'm sure this guy's not. I'm sure it's not easy to do. Plus, if you have any respect for hockey, you're not stealing that cup because its value, it doesn't have a value.
Mm.
But you can't sell it.
Well, we know that.
That's the only one.
Yep.
It is a priceless trophy.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
That's good.
Yeah. So steal, I don't think anybody would steal it because it'd be pointless. But let's do a little swap here. Let's get into it, B.
BL's winners or losers.
You swapping with me?
No, you're gonna send this. Let's get it.
In 1988. On-
Atlanta Falcons.
1988.
On draft day,
Magic Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
the Seattle Supersonics drafted Scottie Pippen
Okay.
Okay.
and then traded him
Hey.
To the Chicago Bulls.
to the powerhouse that became the Bulls.
Okay.
Uh,
What they get in return?
they got Olden Polynice.
Olsen Colony.
Polynice. Polynice?
Mm-hmm.
I could be saying that wrong. And a 1988 second round Sylvester Gray.
Okay.
And 1988 or 89 first round BJ Armstrong. Option to exchange, which BJ Armstrong played for the Bulls. So I think they exchanged it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and say the Bulls.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Scottie Pippen and the Bulls.
But I want to make my reason very well known. This was in what, 1988?
Mhm.
So in 1988, so 20 years later, the Seattle Supersonics no longer existed.
Yeah, they moved to Oklahoma.
Became the Thunder.
Yep.
But they never won another. They didn't win a championship in that 20 years.
Nope. Till now.
They haven't won yet.
It's tied 3-3.
Yep.
They did, however, get a conference title in 1996.
Is that with Gary Payton?
I don't know. But what I know is that's not nearly as good as what Scottie Pippen and the Bulls did in that time frame.
No. Nowhere near.
What's that?
Nowhere
What
near.
are the years of that iconic team? I think there was 3 different years of that iconic team. 93, 94, 96.
Sounds right. I definitely know 95, 96. That Bulls team.
Let's see. They won in 91, 92, 93, 96, 97, 98.
In 2011 and 12.
Nope, those are division titles.
Hmm.
Championships 91, 92, 93, 96, 97, 98.
Yep.
That's insane. That is 2 3-peats with a 2-year gap.
Yep.
It was a team.
It was team. It was a dream team.
Mm-hmm. Especially with Michael Jordan
And Scottie Pippen.
and Scottie Pippen.
Got to throw Scottie Pippen in there. Though.
and
Who do you throw at point guard? Ron Harper or Steve Kerr?
Steve Kerr.
Oh, okay. What about Tony Kukoc?
Tony Kukoc. Yep.
Luke Longley.
Luke Longley. Dennis Rodman.
Holy
The
crap.
guy that wouldn't let 60 wear 69.
Hey, I just want to point out the fact that after the Bulls got rid of Scottie Pippen, they didn't win another championship.
Yeah, because that neither did the Bulls, because not only did Scottie Pippen, he went to the Portland Trailblazers. Jordan went to the Washington Bullets.
Didn't he go to baseball?
And golf.
In the middle of his career.
And then he came back.
Then he came back. And he had to wear 45. Then what happened after that? After he wore the 23, he got fined for wearing his own number 23.
Yeah, but you left the baseball part out. You said he just came back.
He absolutely stunk at baseball.
Everyone knows that.
Just so you know, Scottie Pippen won Athlete of the Year.
I know that.
Yeah.
He was a defensive menace.
Yep.
7-time NBA All-Star. All of which was with the Bulls.
Where did he play his college basketball at?
Central Arkansas.
Central Arkansas.
And
That
his
is
numbers
correct.
retired there as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say Scottie Pippen and the Bulls won that one.
Yeah,
Yep.
just a little bit.
Definitely not the Seattle Supersonics.
Little bit.
I
a
said
lot.
just a little bit.
I said a lot.
I am obviously being sarcastic.
I know you are.
So let's get into this. Let's talk about the Pacers and the Thunder.
Man, I'm telling you what.
In this last game last night,
This-
Pacers just destroyed them.
Yeah,
They
look
got
at- look-
dismantled.
Look at the second and third quarter.
Dominated.
How Burton comes from his right to his left, shoots it in, patow.
So-
and nothing wrong with his hip.
So here's the thing. When you look at Halliburton, and something that I've noticed since I started watching the NBA Finals, right? Or started watching some of the NBA games. And the Pacers in particular. Tyrese Halliburton can't go left.
No, he can't.
I don't think he's made a single shot from the left side of that backboard
No,
in the finals.
No, I don't think he has either.
He has
You're absolutely
completely
right.
limited himself to the right side and somehow is still doing it. But I think that's why he makes up for being, because let's be real, Tyrese Halliburton's not that great.
No, no.
He's clutch as shit.
Yeah. You're right.
But he's not He's not a LeBron James. He's not a Michael Jordan. He's not an SGN.
Yeah.
But he's clutch. And he's going to get it done when it needs to be done, but he's not. He's just not. He's not the guy that you think is going to carry your team to an NBA championship.
Right.
But he is.
But I can't believe the good players they got. Like Siakam,
Aaron Neesmith.
Turner. They kept him.
I think, honestly,
CJ McCollum.
Obi Toppin.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I look at this, right, I would have to just go straight up and say this is a team winning the NBA championship.
Yeah.
There's not a single fully standout player. Halliburton stood out because of the clutch shots and nothing else.
Yeah. Right.
Because outside of that, your best player so far has been Obi Toppin or TJ McConnell.
Yep.
Obi Toppin scoring the most. TJ McConnell's doing the most.
Yeah.
McConnell's a veteran.
Yeah, but they are the players that are doing the standing out. But Halliburton's the one making the clutch shot or the clutch steal at the right time in the right place. Halliburton's balling.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's the only time he's doing anything.
But I tell you what, Halliburton can pass the ball pretty darn good. If you want to say.
Well, that's the thing. I don't. It's hard because I'm not trying to insult Tyrese Halliburton. He's playing out of his mind in those clutch situations.
Right.
And it's absolutely beautiful to watch.
Right.
It's just when I think NBA Finals and I think of who's going to be the MVP.
Yeah.
And I look at it right now, if the Pacers win, it's still SGA.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard because the Pacers, to me, right now, don't have an MVP.
Yeah.
This is a complete team fix, but Halliburton will get it because of the clutch.
Right.
Yeah.
But outside of the clutch, I really just don't see him being that. He's not that guy. He's good, not great.
But look at Siakam on his rebounds. My goodness, 13 boards.
He did that with the Raptors, too.
Wow. Yeah, he did.
Pascal Siakam.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Yes, you did. You said that right.
But I mean, it's just that whole thing. If I had to pick an MVP, if the Pacers finish this out, I got nothing.
How in the hell?
And I know it'll go to Halliburton.
You're right.
But I just don't.
It will go to Halliburton, but if Thunder wins, you got to give it to the
SGA, yeah.
You got to give it to the in-season MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SGA.
Yeah. And it's hard because honestly, at the end of the day, and I look at it like this, why can't we have a team with a losing record? I mean, the team that loses the finals win the MVP. Because quite frankly, SGA stood out more in this NBA Finals matchup than anybody on the Pacers.
Yeah.
Even if he loses, he's done more in this than any single player. He is the most valuable player on the court at all times.
That is true. You are right on that, Chuck. I agree.
I don't know how to argue with that
because you can't.
Because at the end, I think it's hard.
You can't argue with it.
Because I think it's hard because at the end of the day, it's a true statement. SGA has been the most valuable player on the court the entire finals. But if the Pacers win, you can't snub Halliburton for his clutch.
Yeah.
But then we're giving awards to losing teams.
That's the hard part. And honestly, like MVP, most valuable player, right? That has nothing to do with that's not a team award.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It would suck.
And I understand that's not how it works, right?
Right.
I do understand that's not how that works. I feel like it's how it should work.
Yeah.
But then again, Cam Scatterbo did get MVP of the bowl game, so what do I know?
He lost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know how many times it's happened in the NBA. I don't think it has.
I don't think it ever has.
I don't think it ever has.
I know it's happened. Like there's been times in the NFL. There's only been a couple where it's been a defensive player. And I do know that there's been once when it's been split. between multiple players. And I've seen it. Player on the losing team wins the MVP of the Super Bowl. I've seen it. It hasn't happened in a long time,
Right.
but it has happened. And honestly, I think it comes down to when you're looking at let's talk players and let's talk statistics, right?
Right.
If we put SGA statistics up against Siakam's or Halliburton's or Obi Toppin's,
Mm-hmm.
blown out of the water.
Yeah, I agree.
Because SGA is the reason OKC's here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of team
Absolutely.
effort behind him as well. I mean, not taking
Right.
anything from them. But at the end of the day, OKC doesn't make it here without SGA this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take any player from the Pacers, they might be okay.
Right.
Because that is a full team effort.
Right.
And to me, when you can take away a Halliburton from the Pacers and they can
Mhm.
still ball and win, right? But you can't take an SGA from the Thunder and them win.
No, they'd be in shambles.
Yeah.
That tells me that SGA is the MVP.
Yeah. So,
And he was regular season, as he should have been.
so yeah.
I mean, he's done something that James Harden and Kevin Durant couldn't do.
What's that?
He hasn't done it yet, but if he does, he will
Yep.
win him an NBA championship. OKC,
Yeah.
Yep.
Russell Westbrook as well.
Yeah.
Which is wild because Westbrook, he's the one with the triple-double, right?
Triple double record. Yeah.
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 Which, that says a lot about Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
Or Kevin.
And I know some people like I've heard the arguments about Russell Westbrook and like the stat padding
stuffing.
stat stuffing. But at the end of the day, if you're in a position to stat stuff, that means you're that far ahead of them.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If I could toss the ball up and get my own rebound,
Yep.
right?
Right.
Then well, maybe the other team should guard me better.
Yeah.
There's only. I feel bad for saying there's only one person I think of when they get their own rebound.
Can I guess what league that is?
It's the opposite gender.
Yeah, it is. The rebounds.
I heard the rumor that she's gonna signature that
Who?
rebound and put it on a shirt.
It's already on a shirt. The guy who coined it on his videos, he's already made it a shirt.
Nah, so she's got to buy the right from him.
I would assume.
Oh yeah. By the
I'm the
way.
one that coined it.
Oh yeah. By the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
I gotta say something.
What's up?
Who's that point guard or power forward for the
Angel Reese.
Angel Reach? Shut up.
Hey, P.S. Pops, that's who we're talking about.
Oh,
She's the me-bound one.
she needs to shut up.
Why?
Caitlin Clark's 10 times better than she is, and she does deserve to be in the NBA.
WNBA.
WNBA.
And Angel Reese does not. Angel
She
Reese is
ain't
not
nothing.
good. She's not good. From watching her, she is a rebound hoarder, right? She's great
Yeah.
at getting rebounds.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Like she is great down low. And I think the hard part that it's two different positions, right? We're talking a power forward and point guard.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can compare a power forward.
But how can you have an NBA player go up to another NBA player and say you're not good? You shouldn't be in
Well-
the women's WNBA. Shut up.
Hey, in fairness, that's chatter. If you're not chattering back and forth on the court, what are you doing? Right? Look at Larry Bird. Larry Bird's famous for being the biggest shit talker in NBA history.
Yeah.
That's what Angel Reese is doing. She's shit talking. She knows. Everybody knows Caitlin Clark belongs there. It's not hard to see, right? But
Right.
if you're not shit talking, you ain't trying. Trying to get in her head. The problem is, last time Angel Reese faced off against the Fever with Caitlin Clark being there, Caitlin Clark wasn't playing. She was on the bench. She was in a t-shirt because she was hurt. And, well, the Chicago Sky got dominated anyway.
Yep.
Because Angel Reese is not that. She's just not that player.
Think of one person from the opposite gender who is good at rebounds but not scoring points. Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
He get all the rebounds, he just didn't score any.
Shaquille O'Neal. He can score a quick, easy layup, but that's it.
He just dunk it over you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you're not even there.
Take a dunk out of the game, and Shaq is a rebound guy.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all he's working.
Yep.
If he
Put him at the free throw line, and everybody in the front row dunk.
if he
That
did,
was just about the same way Mutombo was.
Any of those tall
he'd
guys.
block the hell out of you.
Oh, he'll block,
Not in my house.
dunk, but can't shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
I feel
mean,
like that was a
and
thing back in the day.
I think that's a big thing. Like looking at Angel Reese's game, she is a defensive player, right?
Right.
Looking at Caitlin Clark's game, she is an offensive player.
Yep.
So it's hard for, and people always try to make the comparison between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. You can't.
You can't.
One plays defense, one
Yep.
plays offense,
Yep.
and one's great at defense and horrible at offense. The other
Yep.
one is great at offense and okay at defense. Caitlin Clark's
Yeah.
not that great at defense, but she's a problem with the ball in her hand.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
They've been matched against her since each other since what, college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna happen. It's never gonna slow down.
No.
Right.
You can possibly call this the Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese era,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Magic and Bird.
Yep.
Right. But at the end of the
Yep.
day, I don't
And
think
you might as
Angel.
well. And you need that spark.
Yeah. And
Yep.
I think the big thing is I don't think Angel Reese is a bad player. I think she should probably stop trying to have the ball in her hands.
Yeah.
Let your teammates score. You're lethal on defense. And you're lethal getting boards. Stick to your game.
Yeah. Just pass it to your point guard.
Well, don't pass it. Just don't get the ball because her passing is horrible too.
Oh wow. Wow.
Well,
Wow.
I've seen that ball get intercepted more times than Jameis Winston. It's a whole problem.
I was gonna say Brett Favre.
No, worse. Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
It's not good. Okay. But on that note, speaking of football, you hear what Shador did?
What do you do?
What do you do?
Going 101 and a 45 in Cleveland.
Wow. That's jail time.
I mean, I doubt it.
Yeah, but if
It should be, but
you get his ticket.
reckless out.
That's a lot of money.
Well, you know who his daddy is. He's got it. And he's an NFL player now.
True.
You know who else did the same thing?
Who's that?
LeBron James.
Oh, goodness
Oh
gracious.
goodness. Yeah. Well.
Looks like Cleveland's got their star.
Wow.
Wait for him to leave to go to Miami. And then he'll come back and maybe the Browns will win a Super Bowl.
Dude, that'd make me happy.
That'd be insane, wouldn't it?
That would make me happy. That would make me happy, folks. We win a Super Bowl? Nah, that'd be till the day I die.
Probably passed it.
It did, Grandpa.
Oh my God. Well, this show just got morbid as all hell. Okay, and here's the thing. I don't understand. The big thing I don't understand. You now have a player who spent out, and people said, you know, when it was, what was that one dude's name for the Raiders, that wide receiver, Henry Ruggs,
Yeah.
when he got in that really bad car accident flying,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
and now he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
He's still in jail, isn't he?
He's trying to make a comeback.
Yeah.
He
Well,
once he gets out, he already
Gotcha.
said it.
okay. Well, he's in jail for a reason.
He's apologized a lot.
Well, that's good. At least he shows remorse.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we've seen this. This happen.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're coming into the league as not only did you play out your college career and come in, people
Mhm.
said Henry Ruggs was young,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't say that about Shador. He played his full college career.
Right. All 4 years. Yep.
Guy graduated college.
Right. Right.
This is no longer an age problem.
He got his number retired too.
That's a joke.
Only legends get their numbers retired.
Yeah, 5th-round draft picks.
Not even Cordell Stewart got his number retired.
Right.
What?
Played for the same school.
Colorado. Yep. Yep.
Shador's better than Cordell Stewart.
No.
No. No.
Hey, Daddy played a role in that. Come on.
There's your fun
Hey,
fact.
And here's the interesting thing, right? So Shador did set an NCAA record.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
not saying he's bad.
He is the most accurate passer in college football history.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's got the highest completion percentage
Wow.
for an entire season.
Yeah.
That
is true.
Hard not to be that good when you throw it -2 yards every play.
Oh,
And that's not saying he can't throw it downfield. He can't throw the ball. I'm not taking anything from him. But when 90% of your passes are dink and dunks, of course your completion percentage is going to be that high.
Yeah.
reminds me of JT Barrett.
100%.
Yeah.
Shador Sanders is a better JT Barrett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What's JT Barrett doing these days?
I don't know.
Wasn't he a wide receiver in Cleveland?
he last time I knew he was like an assistant coach or something. I don't know where.
I don't either.
Mm-mm.
But
I don't either.
hey, that's Ohio State quarterbacks. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
well, we're not gonna get started.
Yeah.
With that.
No, they're terrible.
No, horrible.
All but one.
Yeah.
Which one?
Stroud.
So far,
Mm.
you still got to prove it.
He's deeper than
He is
Probably
deeper
any
than
quarterback.
any quarterback from Ohio State's ever been, though.
What's that?
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
done better than any quarterback I've seen, besides
Yeah.
maybe Justin Fields.
Hey, I will say this though: as far as Ohio State and Michigan quarterbacks going to the NFL, Ohio State's got nowhere to go but up. Michigan, they can't do as good as they once did.
No, they got one person that will never top it again.
Ever.
We have a low bar. They got a very, very high bar.
Impossible bar.
This is a weird.
Let's just predict this. Pop says Texas is going to the Super Bowl. So C.J. Stroud from Ohio State will have his first
You
Super
did say that.
Sweet, 1 ring to 6.
That's better than nothing.
Hey,
I mean,
Me?
you're right.
Brandon. 7.
Well, no, he 1
7.
to 6.
7.
You got to count Tampa Bay.
Tom Brady's
You're-
got 7.
You're not getting what I'm saying.
1 ring to 6.
Yeah,
Okay.
Who's the 6?
we have 1. Take 1 away from Tom Brady. Now he's got 6.
Take one from Tom.
We just got to tie him.
So we need 6 more after that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It's just these Ohio State people want to be right up there with us
No, I know.
people.
We want to be better.
No, here's what I want. I want CJ. Hey, I want CJ Stroud to get 1. Then Will
Yeah, I
Howard get
do.
2.
I really do.
And then I want somebody else to get 3
Justin
so that it
Fields.
looks good.
Now
Justin Fields.
let's put it this way. Now I'm going to be honest, because I am a big Michigan fan.
Yeah.
But I would love to see C.J. Stroud win a Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
I mean, even though he was Ohio State, I loved watching him throwing the football
Well,
for Ohio State,
I think
and he
there's
was
something to
really
be-
good.
I think
He
there's
was
some,
really, really good.
Yeah, I think there's something to be said about talented quarterbacks, right? Like
Right.
when you look at let's talk Michigan running backs over the last couple of years. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
I want them to succeed like crazy because they
Right.
did phenomenal things in college.
Right.
Right? You can even talk about that. What's that Michigan State guy that's in Seattle now?
Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker.
Yes, Walker. Yeah.
He's underperforming like crazy, but I would love to see him ball out. Why?
Right.
Because, well, he did amazing things in college.
Yeah.
Ashton Genty, I really hope that we get to see a phenomenal career
Yeah.
on Ashton Genty.
Just like he did for Boise State.
Right.
Yes. Yes. I would love to see that.
Do you know who I really wanted to see do good? And he was from Michigan. I was a fan. It's hard not to be.
Right.
Jabril Peppers
Absolutely.
Jarrell Peppers. And I think he did do pretty good, didn't he?
He's
at
done-
Michigan.
He went to New York. Oh no, he went to Cleveland, right?
No, I think he went to New York.
Yeah.
Or
And he did okay. He did. He wasn't bad.
He did pretty good. He
It
didn't do
wasn't
bad.
bad. It wasn't great.
No, wait. Wasn't it Carolina Panthers?
It's a different Peppers. That's Julius. Cleveland, then New York, then now he's with the Patriots.
Oh yeah, he did go to Cleveland.
So he's done decent, but it's nothing not standout work worthy.
Yeah.
In Cleveland, he didn't really do anything. But it was Cleveland in 17 and 18. What do you want? Went to the Giants. He actually did pretty decent there.
Yeah.
And he does okay
He went to
now
the
with the Patriots. But it's not.
Yeah.
He's fallen into that. He's one of 11 men on the field.
True.
He's not the standout. He's just one of the guys.
He was one of many.
Yeah.
He was one
Michigan.
of one in Michigan. He was the guy. They made an entire position for him in Michigan.
Yeah. And he was
Nickel.
good too.
He was a nickel.
Yeah. Yeah, I
The
think
blitzer.
what they called it Scorpion.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like
there was
that.
a whole special position just for Jabril Peppers. So he was always on the field in Michigan.
Yeah.
Goes pro. He's still a great athlete. But
I'm saying he's not.
he's fallen into line, right? Because
Right.
the NFL's, they're all that level.
Right.
And I think that's something he found out real fast.
And I think the injuries he had, it took him out.
I don't know about his injuries, honestly, but I don't know how much he's been hurt. But I mean, he was one of one in college. He went pro and he's been okay. It just hasn't been. There's no true standout stuff about him there.
Yeah.
Just like when you look over at Texas football, Texas. I really, really, really want to see Arch do something.
Archie Manning.
But I'm worried. And the biggest worry I have is it's the family name. His hype is so high.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot to live up to.
And the fact that he was the first player in his high school history to start his freshman year, even though Peyton and Eli both went there.
Hey, I see something.
No, you have a microphone.
Sedoria Sanders. His dad was a college and pro player,
The problem is it's hard
and
to.
he was the coach.
Right. It's hard to say that I want Shiloh to do good. I don't care about Shador. There's nothing in me that's saying I want Shador to do great. There's nothing in me saying I want him to fail. But Shador's just that player I just don't care about. And it's mostly because of what I've seen as far as an ego. Right?
Mhm.
He's got an ego. And he hasn't proven anything. That's why he fell to being a 5th round draft pick. Shiloh, undrafted, went to Tampa Bay. I want to see that kid ball out.
Yeah, I do too.
I want to see him be the next Dion.
You know what? That would be phenomenal.
As an undrafted free agent would be absolutely incredible. I am rooting for Shiloh through and through. Shador, I hope he has a good career just because I hope everybody has a good career. But there's nothing about Shador that makes me want him to do good or bad. He just exists.
But his other brother, I would.
I haven't heard anything about Shiloh. He stays out of the media.
Stays clean.
You hope everybody has a good career.
Most people have.
Even every person from the Eagles?
Like 3 people from the Eagles need to have good careers. Everybody else can.
Chuck, we know you don't like the Eagles.
Why do you own Eagles hats?
Why do you own Titans hats?
I don't own them. They're here.
They're yours.
They're not mine. You act like I got them for Christmas.
You did.
You're acting like I got mine for Christmas.
We both did. Yeah, sick, cruel Christmas joke.
Hilarious.
Well, that was your
It's
that was,
exactly what we
that
asked
was
for.
your stepdad.
Yep.
It's exactly what we asked for.
I think I need to come up with some good ones.
I'm getting you a Steelers hat.
I'm getting you a Ravens hat.
Uh,
I'm going to get Edwin
I'm
and get
getting
you
you
a
a
Bengals
Bengals
hat.
hat.
Why? Because I don't want to deal with the repercussions of that, but I want to watch him. The Bengals are the worst of the bunch.
I will not wear that hat, folks.
I'm not.
I'll burn it.
Earn it.
And we're going to get him to wear a Bengals hat on air.
Yep.
Who?
You.
You think
That's the point of the hats, right?
I will never wear a Bengals hat?
You're never going to pick the Bengals to
Hell
win
no.
a game
Hell no.
on Monday Night Football?
Hell no.
Looks like
Ooh.
that trophy's mine. Because they're gonna win games. Yeah.
Tell me out.
Yeah. Nobody has
Trophy.
that trophy's never been two-peated. So
This is the first time it's been won.
I will win.
no, it hasn't.
It's
I
been
will
two-peated.
win it.
No. College football on the Xbox 360. It was mine first.
It was yours. Hey, you remember when we started this? It was ours.
Yeah.
Now it's yours.
Now it's
Wait a
mine.
minute. I did. Win
Thanks
it.
for warming it up.
I did win it one year,
Win.
but I never got to receive it.
Win.
Well,
When I beat you the
hey.
first time ever.
Here you go, Pops.
Win.
Oh no.
Not in
I'm presenting you with the trophy you should have got.
that was a trophy in college football.
All right, I'll give it back. It's mine.
Oh, we're going to keep it. Gee.
Nobody's ever beaten me besides Chuck
Gee.
in college football.
All right. Well, we're going to switch
Have
tunes
to.
one more again.
Chuck.
What? It's back around, guys.
Again?
Again.
Damn.
I think you have a set timer.
Tell me something, guys. And this one should be easy for you
No.
because it's college football related.
No, not me. Never me.
Actually, it should be an easy one, which is why I'm doing the two-twofers because I'm giving you guys easier ones.
Mm.
Can you name the one college football team whose mascot is also a Disney character?
Wait, isn't it that Miami Hurricanes?
Nope.
There's so many teams.
And there's only one out of all of those teams that has a Disney character as their mascot.
LSU.
No. Tigger is not a mascot. I don't know if he's Disney either.
Who knows?
I just thought of a
Who
time.
knows? I give up.
Brandon,
I don't.
talk us through it.
See. Eliminate the obvious ones. Michigan, Ohio State.
Okay.
It's not Michigan State.
Nope.
It's not Alabama.
Nope.
It's not LSU.
Nope.
It's not Auburn.
Mm-mm.
Not Mississippi State.
Here.
Not
You want me
Georgia.
to? I can narrow it down. I can give you a conference.
Okay, that worked.
Big Ten.
Ohio State.
No. Brutus isn't a Disney character.
Oh, what about Purdue?
A train?
A Boilermaker.
Yeah, but their thing's a train. A Boilermaker isn't a Disney character.
They got a guy on there.
I'm sure they do, but no, it's not him.
Oh. 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 Wisconsin Badger.
No. Don't they have a live badger? Or at least they used to.
They used to.
This team also used to have a live animal as their mascot.
Wait a minute. Georgia?
Nope. Big Ten.
Oh.
It's not Illinois.
Nope.
Wait a minute. Penn State.
A Nittany Lion now.
What the hell?
You want me to? I'm gonna give it to you.
No.
Okay. It's only like 7 more teams to guess. As soon as you see it, you're gonna know it.
We know.
Who could it be? Maryland?
No, it's not. There, what Disney turtle is there?
Maryland. What the? Minnesota.
What Disney gopher is there?
Nebraska.
Yeah, I've never seen a Disney Cornhusker.
Northwest.
No, Northwestern. I don't know what Northwestern is.
Rutgers.
Oh,
There's no more teams. UCLA.
no,
USC.
no,
Washington.
nope.
Oregon.
Yes,
How is it Oregon? No.
it's a duck.
No.
Donald Duck is their mascot.
No, it's not.
It is.
No.
They used to have an actual duck.
Just
But
because
in the late 70s, they adopted Donald Duck as their mascot. And when Disney when Walt Disney found out about this, instead of going after them, he wrote up a contract and allowed them to use Donald Duck.
yeah. Not Donald Duck right now.
It's Donald Duck.
That is a deformed Donald Duck. This bull crap. I thought about Oregon, but I'm like, no. What duck is in Disney? And then I'm like, oh, Donald
It's
Duck.
100% from Donald Duck.
That's not Donald Duck.
It's
There you go.
Donald Duck.
There you go. Patow.
The bill's too orange. They don't have the same eyes.
Patow.
They don't wear the same hat.
Oh, for crying out loud,
Let-
Edwin. Brandon Leonard.
Did you just call me Edwin there?
Yes, I did. Because you're acting like Edwin Leonard. Or Brandon. Or
Edwin Leonard.
You're acting like Edwin. It's Donald Duck.
No, it's not. I just told you what the difference is.
Man. Aren't you seeing it? Are you
Yeah,
blind?
I see it. Too orange of a bill. The eyes are different. It's a different hat. He wears a yellow scarf. He wears, and Donald wears a red bow.
Okay. Patow.
Oh. You're an ass. Pops, you know what he's doing, don't you?
He's getting me going.
Absolutely.
Well, don't tell him. Do you know how much better this video would be if he just walked away right now?
Oh, that would have been
Patow.
gold. But it is Donald Duck.
Okay.
And I got a new.
That's why you went through and just started listing off Big Ben.
Now I got a new phrase.
Last one you had.
Now I got a new phrase. Womp womp.
Okay, Edwin.
Ooh, joining the Womp Womp
No.
race.
Nope. That's Hopi's phrase.
No, it's Edwin.
Hopi's.
No, I've heard Edwin do it.
Me
Oh,
too.
yeah. Yeah. Womp womp.
Okay, now you're gonna call me Edwin, and
Hey,
then you're gonna do
Pops.
Edwin things.
Because I'm his dad.
Pops, that's a middle.
You're my dad. You're my son.
I
too.
am your
Hey.
dad.
I'm your son.
I heard you say I'm your dad.
You're my
Hey.
You're
son.
my dad.
Hey, you guys ever heard that an 80-year-old use a middle school TikTok term?
What's that?
Now you have.
Now you have.
Yep.
Pops in his Womp Womp.
Womp womp.
He's not going to cue on the fact that I just called him 80, but
He also sounds like a train. Do it again.
Womp womp.
it is trainy.
Very conductor like.
Reminds me of Purdue.
Womp womp.
Boilermaker over here.
I'm from Indiana.
Okay.
You're more of a Hoosier.
Yeah.
Well, I can be Hoosier, Boilermaker, or an Irish.
Oh, you're going to bring up the greedy ass Irish now. Don't even get me started.
We'll get going.
P.S. If anybody doesn't know, Notre Dame is probably the school I hate the most.
Oh, wow.
Somehow I hate them more than I hate Michigan.
That would be.
Wait. What do you hate Michigan for?
That's
I'm an Ohio State fan. I was born and bred to hate Michigan. Just like you're born and bred to hate Ohio State. I have respect for Michigan.
Well, I got respect for Ohio State.
I have no respect for Notre Dame.
That's something you can share in common with Michigan.
I gotta agree with you.
The hate for Notre Dame.
Hell yeah, we can see now. We can have respect because we both hate Notre Dame.
Yeah, I don't
I
like
mean-
Notre Dame either.
Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, that was a game
Yeah.
you guys played all the time.
Yeah.
Michigan versus
Well,
Notre
look
Dame.
at this year. They pay Notre Dame plays Purdue and Michigan. Don't they?
I don't know if you guys played Notre Dame.
Notre Dame plays Miami, Texas A&M, Purdue, Arkansas, Boise State, NC State, USC, Boston College, Navy, Pitt, Syracuse, Stanford.
No Michigan.
Literally, like they play one team with a new quarterback, and then they play A&M, which is okay, and then they got a cupcake schedule from there.
Yep.
So they'll be back in the playoff this year.
Oh yeah.
Well done. Of course, if I got to pick my team every year, they played Miami right after Cam Ward left.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, they made the playoffs last year.
They made the finals last year.
Made a lot of money too.
Yeah, they made
They did. What's
Didn't Ohio State have to share all that money with their conference?
Mhm.
Oh. Who'd Notre Dame share it with?
Notre Dame.
no, but no, Notre
Just
Dame.
Notre Dame?
Just Notre Dame itself.
Interesting.
It's interesting. It's not fair, selfish. You know what, skis?
Oh, come on.
How much do they pay in taxes over at Notre Dame?
I don't know. Do
They
have
don't.
to-
It's a church.
Oh yeah, it's a Catholic church.
Yeah, I've been there.
Well,
I've been there
Yeah.
with you.
well.
It's
It's a nice school.
a lot of history.
It's a nice school.
A lot of history.
We even seen the building with Christ on it.
Mhm.
It's a nice school. Even been into the stadium. That's not why we went there. We
No.
went to see Garth Brooks.
Yeah. Worth it.
Really worth it.
I'd go to Ann Arbor for Garth Brooks.
Let's not go that far.
I went to Ann Arbor for a football game, so
You've been to the big house.
for Ohio State Michigan game.
Wow.
Yeah, they left me at the border.
What was that? 2000?
It was the year they went for 2.
Yeah. I remember the game. I just don't remember the year.
And Devin Gardner threw a pick to Howell.
Wow. Google, you're horrible. Why can't you listen? You're awful. Google's terrible. I guess I go here. Then I scroll all the way down. And I keep on scrolling. And I keep on scrolling. And I keep on scrolling. And it's going to be in this range. Oh, 2013.
Yeah.
Brandon didn't want to go because it was too cold.
I'll freeze.
So I took Brian,
You took who?
our buddy Brian. Yes, sir. But just so everybody knows, that's all we got for you today.
Yep.
We improvised the last parts.
It just kind of happened. Let's see. All right. So something that you guys can look forward to next week. We're going to get into NFL predictions, starting with what division do you guys want to start with?
What do you want to start with, Brandon? I made a choice last year. It's your turn.
NFC West.
NFC West. So next week, be ready. We're going to start with the NFC West. And just so everybody knows, following that up, we're going to stick with the NFC until we're out of NFC teams,
Yep.
NFC conferences. So it'll go NFC West, NFC South or North. We'll figure that out next week.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the other one, and then we'll wrap up the NFC in 4 weeks with the NFC East because the NFC East has to go last. Because my team's in the NFC East.
Okay.
And then following that, it'll be either the AFC East or West. And then it'll be the other one. And then we'll dive into either the North or the South because you guys are both fans of those teams in those divisions.
Mm-hmm.
So next week, keep in mind, we are doing the NFC West. So if you're interested in seeing what our opinions on what the Cardinals, Rams, 49ers, or Seahawks records are going to be next year, tune in.
Yep.
But on that note, we out of y'all.
See you, folks.
Yeah.
Thank you, folks, for watching Garage Sports Ohio.